wins now. Just how are you feeling about how you guys have been playing lately and how that portends for this final stretch?
Better, more consistent. Slugfest early, but feel like at some point we'll settle in and guard to our capabilities, and we did that in third quarter, 20-point quarter there, and pulled away from there. But I would just say more consistent across the board, more balance. Every night it's 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures and sharing the ball, and so doing it different ways. Obviously, we guys in our lineup. You can see Fred and some guys trying to get back into shape and game form, but others are stepping up and everybody's contributing.
Tari was really acting as a distributor tonight, particularly in the first half, and in the second half he got back to his scoring a little bit more. But what did you see from him as far as impacting the game in different ways?
Yeah, he does what he does on a nightly basis. Whether it's anything called for him or not, did run a few more play calls for him. They got their best defenders on certain guys. You want to take advantage of some others. And so wanted to put certain guys in actions who happened to be on Tari. And so made the right reads, took the right shots. Obviously, offensive rebounding, deflections, 5 steals. It's his usual night as far as that.
I know you'd probably rather get off to a quick start, but it was another big third quarter, as you mentioned. What do you like about your team's ability to adjust after the half?
Yeah, we see some things always at halftime. And it was small details today. The open shots, the lack of communication and rotations in zone that allowed them to get the looks they had. And quite frankly, they missed some wide open ones there. So we were fortunate as far as that. But, we talk about those things, trying to dissect them and then try to attack those and improve in those areas. And so we knew we took care of the ball. That was one thing. Obviously, 9 turnovers at halftime and located certain shooters. They were getting a lot in transition with us, cross-match, not communicating. That's how they got 3 of their threes in the first half. And so we got much better at that in the second half.
Called a back-to-back timeouts with about 3 minutes left. What were you trying to convey there?
I had to use it or lose it, and so wanted to rest our guy. Called the quick one, obviously, had 4, and you're going to lose 2 if you don't call it after 3. And so a little extra rest for the final push. Was playing that group heavy minutes and wanted to get them a little extended break.
Coach, you have experience in the playoffs before. Looking at your squad right now, are you heading to the playoffs? What is missing? What do you like about your team to make a run in the West?
The thing that's missing is experience for the guys that haven't been there. But it's first time for everybody at some point, and it's basketball at the end of the day, so we have to attack that the way we've gone at everything this year. Still play up to our standard and do the things that really worked for us throughout the season, and don't kind of stray from that. But I would say that consistency is what we're searching for all year. So those 2 areas overall, but the things that we do well, we've done all year. And so getting our stops, being one of the better defensive teams, letting that defense turn to offense, being number 1 offensive rebounds and playing with that pace always helps. But the balance as well. I think the more we can share the ball and not get bogged down. I think we were better against Orlando last time with a lot of off-ball actions. Got kind of stagnant at times tonight. The better we are with that, everybody kind of feeds off that and gets involved and carries over to defensive end.
This time last year, y'all found that extra gear in March, and now it seems like you're doing that again this year. Jalen's role in all of that, he had a big role last year in that streak. How important is he this year, and how do you feel his confidence is going into these last couple of games?
Yeah, I think he's just much more settled and has seen everything, at this point. They blitzed him late in the game today, and he handled it much better than he had at times last year. And so his consistency, Alpe's consistency has really been the key to all this, especially with Fred being out for a while and kind of finding his way back now. You can still see he's rusty. My man being out and Jabbar being out for that month and a half, I think him growing in those areas, him and Alpe kind of carried us to where we are now. And so big March last year, like you mentioned, but I think overall he's been very consistent this year. Every off game he really bounces back with a good week or 2, and that shows the growth that he's having, and obviously he's going to be crucial for us going forward.
90% from the free throw line tonight, including 10 of 10 in that first quarter. I mean, that's obviously a place where you guys want to take a big step and be more consistent.
Yeah, we talked about it in the room. That's the one thing I said. It was a lot of accolades to kind of go around, but the first thing we all pointed to was 29 for 32 from the line. In a tight game, especially late when they're fouling, everybody stepped up confident, knocked them down. So a little bit of everybody, but area we obviously got to improve on. We do get to the line quite a bit and get downhill and get fouled. We just got to knock those down, improve, and wouldn't be so many close games.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.